Episode 36, fellas, and we're finally all together now. To my right is the beautiful Jerry Tallarico.
Yes, an episode.
I'll eat your children. I'll eat all your children.
That's what I thought you were going with there.
Episode. And to the left is Todd, my man Todd. And I'm missing a beanie, guys, so I just letting the flop grow out.
Dude, it's 64 degrees. It's freezing.
I
had to wear my beanie.
64, like to double the Fahrenheit to freezing. Right?
It hits the 50s here, dude. We look for any reason.
You guys are bundled up insanely big. You got North Face on.
I have my
Jerry had to strip down out of like 4 warm-up clothes before he got in here. Like,
I mean, it is chilly outside. I mean, it was like 35 this morning.
It was
chilly, right?
It's not,
this morning it was.
Yeah.
It's probably 50 now.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Cold enough to bundle up. Plus, we walked here. I ran here.
Yeah,
I walked.
You're out of breath here, Jerry. Are you out of shape already this year?
I sprinted. I was like dead sprinting because I was like, I'm late. So I sprinted here. I didn't want.
Yeah, because we always run on time here at the RCR Radio.
Well,
right?
I thought it was a new year and a new us, so I didn't want to be the disappointer.
Same old story, guys. Thank you guys for listening on rcrradio.com. Thank you for watching on YouTube, everyone. It is the first time all 3 of us are here together.
Second.
I mean, but first on YouTube. Now the fans are like, we're building
first time this year too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big things, guys. This episode should be fun. I'm going to be off camera for the second segment as we're going to do a little Jeopardy All-Star kind of style contest between Jerry and Todd. And I think the first segment, we're just going to blow through the standings and then get on to the All-Star game because they have the second round of voting released and the third round of voting ends next on the 18th. So next Thursday, they're actually going to announce all the All-Star players. So it's a big time for the NBA season as far as like getting ready for the All-Star game, which is the big thing going on right now.
That it is.
So Jerry, you were in Cleveland.
I went to Cleveland.
How many Clevelanders did you talk to?
Tons, a lot. I actually went to the Cleveland-Orlando game, and it was very disappointing to go to.
It was a blowout.
No, it was by the end of the first quarter, they were up by 30. At the end of the first, I was like, shit, no one's going to play after this. Like, this is... Yeah. And it was like, I think most of the starters were done by about 3 minutes into the third. That was about it.
That shit sucks, man. I went to a game.
It sucked.
Dude, I flew up to Boston like 5 years ago to watch the Mavericks play in Boston Garden. And we were down by like 26 at the end of the first quarter. I was like, all right. We were down by like 42 in third quarter.
Yeah, it's awful at that point. They're like, well, no more starters are playing.
I was like, sweet. I'm glad I flew up here for this. The Garden's sweet.
But it was ironic because I was like, well, the Magic are now in Cleveland, and this is when I see them instead of going to Orlando, which is 2 hours from here.
I was actually watching that game, Jerry. That was the game with the guy in the suit, right?
Yes, the guy with the superhero suit.
Yeah.
He was They kept showing him, like, they showed him every single commercial break.
He was just a guy in the stands?
Yeah, but he's wearing, like, Lycra.
Front court.
Yeah, he was courtside. He was wearing, like, a Lycra, all yellow Lycra suit with a Cavalier symbol in the middle and a cape. And he was this fat guy, and it was so awesome.
That's fantastic.
It was.
Sitting courtside?
Awesome. Yeah,
good for that guy.
Yeah, but the guy knew what he was doing because every player was taking pictures with him, like, even during, like, at the end. From that. Well, I was like, man, that guy's genius because he's going to get a whole bunch of players wanting to take a picture with him just from being a fat ass in a Lycra seat.
It's good for him, dude.
Yeah, and you didn't see, I actually watched that whole game, Jerry. It's kind of weird you were out there. And Kevin Love was talking about the guy after the on the interviews. He's like, man, I'm not touching that guy. Well, Todd, I remember the last episode, it was me and you, man, and you said the Mavs were going to get blown out by Golden State.
They did not. I told you there was a blowout that was going to happen. I hit that.
Yeah, you did hit that, man.
I just hit the wrong team.
Yeah.
But every once in a while you get lucky and stuff sits, and it shows you how important he is to that team.
Yes, no kidding.
Everybody else played, and they got blown out.
Oh, yeah.
By not a very good Mavericks team.
So it's been, 2 weeks since I seen you, Todd? Are you recovered?
Last night was tough. To watch the game was tough. Brought back bad memories.
Yeah.
That's it's a new day, dude. It's a new day.
It looks like a new team. It looks like I'm thinking of Ohio State. I don't know my college teams.
Yeah. I was gonna say, huh?
Yeah,
those were still the Sooners.
I was like, I'm pretty sure it's the same team.
Not like me, huh?
No, new
Britt just expects that other people are going to jump off the bandwagon as soon as they lose one game. I'm done.
I'm fucking tired of Bama, dude. 5 out of 7.
I know.
Or 4
Everyone's
out of
tired
7.
I
4
hate
out of
them.
7.
I watched a stupid little documentary about them the other day, and it just made me sick. It made me sick because of like their mentality is you win it all or you had a terrible season, and I was like, that pisses me off.
I mean, but they pretty much do every year.
Yeah,
They've won 4 out of the last 7 championships.
Well,
That's insane, dude.
the only thing that I wish about this
Been
year
to
is
5
that,
of the last 7. They were there last year.
Every recruiting class since the year 2000 has walked away with a national title. Of Sabins.
it's ridiculous. But what can you do?
No, you can't. I mean,
You know what I would have liked to seen is at least put, instead of shitty Michigan State, who was like, they just had a lucky game against Ohio State. Because Ohio State, there's no way anyone could tell me
Everybody would have loved to see the rematch.
Yes, and there's no
You
possible
can't put them
way-
in there, though.
I
They
know.
got beat. I mean, they got beat.
Yeah,
at
but you know
home.
why? It's because that stupid-ass ranking system, honestly, is flawed as shit. Because you rank teams, you have to drop them. You have to
But
push them.
regardless, Michigan State beat Ohio State at Ohio State. There's no way you could.
Say,
Yeah.
otherwise. Yeah.
yeah, they play to win the game, Jerry.
Whatever. If they would have lost to Michigan State in the beginning of the season, it would have been a whole nother ball game.
All right, well, we're talking NBA now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll talk NBA.
Did you see? Did you see what's his name? Randall Cobb do it.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Well, let's talk about the players of the month in December because from here on out we're gonna review the players of the month because that's gonna give us a good gauge at who's gonna win the MVP. Which I think the door's open, man, because it's like you said, Todd, with Steph Curry going out even during that one game versus the Mavericks. All of a sudden, like the kryptonite's on for him, and like it seems like the door's opening for other players. So, Jerry, who in the East won the Player of the Month in the month of December?
Who did win? Oh, John Wall won it. John Wall won the Player of the Month. LeBron won the Player of the Week. I saw this week. He had a phenomenal week, but John Wall has had a huge month.
Oh yeah.
And we were actually discussing before the show because a weird statistic that ESPN put out was the best point guards of all time.
It wasn't a statistic.
Or
It
not
was
a
some
statistic,
like
it was a
random
list.
ass.
But it's a list right now. It's
person
actually, if you go look on
ranking.
ESPN's website on the NBA page, they have 10 best point guards of all time.
Let's talk about that list, dude.
It's a great list, except for there's one huge name that. Yeah, all right, I'm going to give you the list, Britt, and
I want to hear.
let me tell you that there's something in it. That wasn't mine. That weird little condom thing is not mine.
Dude, while you get the list up, while you getting the list up, dude, anyways, this list has Chris Paul as the sixth greatest point guard of all time. So me and Jerry, real quick, ran down current point guards that we would rather have than Chris Paul.
Like Chris Paul is great,
And I like Chris Paul more than most.
No
Like,
doubt. We're not giving him props, but
I like
to say
Chris Paul.
he's the sixth best is
I like Chris Paul a lot, but there's no way I wouldn't take. You're taking Steph Curry.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay, you're definitely taking Russell Westbrook.
100%.
You're definitely taking.
John Wall.
You're definitely taking Kyrie.
Definitely
you're
taking
taking
Kyrie.
Okay, so that's 3 definites.
Yeah.
I'm taking John Wall,
I'd say John Wall over him too.
and that's all I got. And
you
I came
can't-
up with him at 5.
But then I was even saying, like, if you look at their total careers, I'd even say who's had a better career? Tony Parker has had a better career.
Obviously, he's won more titles. I'd
Yeah.
rather have Tony's career any day of the week.
But so how is this man justified as
I mean,
the
he
sixth
did get
best
to
point
get
guard
to play with Tim Duncan.
of all time? Yeah, that's true.
I'm pretty sure Chris Paul
Would have had a six.
multiple championships with Tim
Yeah.
Duncan too.
I agree, but I mean,
I think I would rather Chris Paul than Tony Parker.
I would, but I would say
at any point of
right
their
now,
career.
if I was to say who has like, if I was to rank point guards, I would rank Tony Parker as better.
You got the list up?
Yes, here's the list. So Magic Johnson, non-negotiable. That's the number one.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Oscar Robertson, John Stockton, Steph Curry is number 4, which I think is fine.
Yeah,
I'm
I
fine
don't
with that.
I'm not
I'm fine with that.
I'm not fine with that.
Get out of here.
He's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard.
No, he's a
He's
point
a-
guard.
he's
point
not
guard.
I mean, he's a point guard by the namesake, but he's not a guy known for his ability to move the ball
He's a
around.
point
He's
guard.
Yeah, but he does move the ball.
He's
around.
a shooter. He's a shooter.
He's a great shooter, but that takes away
to
from
me,
him
that's
being
not
a point guard.
I don't know.
Just 'cause he's a great shooter?
I'm just throwing in a little
brings the
debate
ball-
right
he
now
brings
as
the
you
ball
go
up.
through
He brings the
go
ball up
through
the
the
court.
list.
If you bring the ball at the court, you're a point guard.
And if you're the one that's controlling the offense when you get the ball,
It's a different kind of point guard. I think you're going to see more point guards like him in the future. He might
Sure.
be
It's a
the
different game.
the
It's a different
prototype for the point guard of the future.
So then, what are
but-
you saying that they play with just?
All right,
two?
so
Well, keep going down the list. I'm
Here's number five.
going
Here's
to
number
name.
five.
I'm going to name better players.
Isaiah Thomas,
Okay.
Better than Steph Curry.
which
Yeah.
I would say
Better than
I would
Steph
say,
Curry.
I would
I
say,
agree
yeah,
with that. I agree that Isaiah Thomas is. Chris Paul,
I don't know why he's.
even on that list,
On the
doesn't.
list,
I mean,
yeah.
really.
Well, let's see
sorry,
who's
Chris
after him.
Paul.
Let's see.
Yes.
Nah, but where do you? Steve Nash ahead of Chris Paul?
Yes, are you
Wait,
kidding me?
what are you talking
Steve
about?
Nash
Two
had
MVPs.
three.
Yeah. All right.
two
All right.
MVPs,
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm
Yeah.
just throwing it out there.
Jason Kidd,
Way above him.
absolutely. He's like
Not
the third all time.
way
on,
above.
yes.
Way above. Chris
Way
Paul?
above.
Yes.
Way above.
He's got championship.
If
and
we're
he's
going
got-
by championships,
And he has a better overall career.
And he's the fifth on the 3-point list.
Yeah.
all right. I'll say yeah because Jason Kidd.
And he
what,
learned
he went
the
to two with the
three-pointer,
Nets.
dude.
He went
Dude, Jason
with
Kidd
two
is,
with the Nets.
Jason Kidd is an all-timer, dude.
He was.
All-timer.
Walt Frazier, Bob Cousy.
Yeah. There's no way he should be on that list.
No, he should not be on that list. He's like he sticks out like a sore thumb when you look at that list. You're like, wow, look at all these accomplishments.
What about the glove? Where do you got the glove? Gary Payton. Chris Paul, better or worse?
Equal?
Oh no, guys!
I'd say actually.
Oh wow, you guys just have something against Chris Paul.
I really like Chris Paul.
I
mean,
really
I
like
love
Chris
the-
Paul.
love
I
the
really
glove.
like Chris
I
Paul.
love the glove.
Here, let me tell you,
Me
Chris
too.
Paul. Here, until last season, he had yet to ever win a playoff series.
Yeah.
How do you justify that shit if you're a top fucking 10-point guard of all time?
I mean, he played with terrible.
Allen Iverson. How about that one?
The problem
Nothing
is he plays with
really ever goes according to plan.
the problem. The problem is that
Thank you, Kobe.
in New Orleans he had an excuse. He was a one-man show. But here, like Jerry was saying before the show, like I don't know if anybody has a better supporting cast than that guy, and he's still not getting it done.
It's true.
So, and I really, really, really like Chris Paul, and if he got it done this year,
He's not getting it done this year.
no.
No way. Are you
No.
kidding me? There's 4 teams in the West alone that would smoke them.
All right. Well, who do you think has the
You
highest
never know
winning streak
though.
right
They
now?
could get
3
hot.
maybe. What?
Who has the best winning streak right now? Who has the longest winning streak right now?
In the NBA?
Yeah.
Probably San Antonio.
The Clippers.
Do they?
The Clippers at 9 straight.
Yeah. So I'm saying,
Little Chris Paul stabbing the
you never
front
know.
side for
He
you,
did
right?
though. I know because he just won Player of the Week.
Yeah. I like Chris Paul. I'm not trying to shit on Chris Paul, but he's not the 6th best point guard of all time.
No,
he's
it's
like the
crazy to even
16th,
say.
probably. That's about right. 16 to 20.
I don't know. About
16
that.
to 20.
I'd say in between. 15
I say
and 20
top 10.
possible.
I mean, because that was
Get
the top.
out of here. You
Who
nut
are you
job.
taking out of that list?
I mean, I'm just trying to think of other point guards, like at least in my lifetime that I can think of. I mean, I really like the glove.
How about
growing up.
Allen Iverson?
He's a shooting guard.
No,
He'll fall under the same category as
Steph?
Steph Curry. Like I don't think Steph's a true.
I mean, if you're going to put current players in there, I would rather see Russell Westbrook.
Absolutely.
He doesn't have the longevity yet.
I don't
he
care.
will pass him.
I don't care.
He will pass him.
But
at
yeah,
a
if you're
certain
going to say
point.
that, then why is Steph on that curve? If you're going to say,
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah. I don't think Steph should be on there, to be honest. Like especially as high as he got. I mean, just for that single.
He's
the
won a
shooting.
championship, though.
Yeah.
Won a
Yeah,
championship.
that's big.
and he's showing right now that it's very
He's won an
much him.
MVP and a championship already. I mean, yeah, you got to put him on the list.
And he's already considered the best 3-point shooter of all time.
Like I wouldn't have him 4 on that list. I would probably have him like 9. Or
yeah,
8.
I'd have him up there further.
Yeah,
I definitely got Steve Nash ahead of him.
definitely got
Jason Kidd ahead of him.
Bob Cousy.
I guess when you go back to old players, I mean,
Yeah.
I just can't relate. I mean, I don't have any kind of concept of the
I mean,
game
just for
in
the sheer,
80s.
just for the
Isaiah Thomas, I know was
80s.
better.
Bob Cousy was
just
like
from
the
watching
60s.
that one Pistons documentary.
Yeah.
like and the way
That one. That's some good research.
I wish we had more documentaries on all these players.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's a pretty good documentary.
I bet it is.
I'm still
There's a
trying
really
to get.
good one on Showtime about what's his name, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's what I.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Todd zoned out. Todd was thinking about what he's going to say next.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Well, guys,
I'm glad I threw that in there.
Well, I think we're going to skip the standings review because we got sidetracked with a little Chris Paul.
No,
But-
we can run through it real quick. Let's run through it.
Well, I want to really get to the game, and I want to keep this show at a good 30 to 40 minute pace. Okay. So, I mean,
I'm
we
just going
can
to yell it out real quick, though. Cleveland Cavaliers are in first place at 26-9. That's all we have to know.
All right, and Golden State on the other side at 36.
36-2. San Antonio right on their heels though.
Yeah.
Mavericks holding strong in the 5th seed at 22-16.
You're afraid they're going to slip. I think they're making it in.
Yeah, I think they're making it in just because I think the West is weak all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah, really.
So
I think they tied it up though. Now it's like at it's even with the West versus East. They finally in the season it was
Utah's in with a losing record in the West, and there's losing record. There's 2 or 3 winning records outside of the playoffs in the East. It's pretty amazing how that happened. That's a crazy turn of events. Like
it really is in 1 year.
Yeah.
I know, and actually when they were talking about it the other day with Jalen Rose, and Chris Webb, they said who is better, and they went between Jalen Rose, Chris Webber, and someone else, and they all 3 said the East is now better, has more power.
It is.
I was like, damn.
It is
because they said it's all
I
around
still think the
teams.
West is way more dangerous.
They said there's more firepower in the West,
Yeah.
and more all stars like star players, but then the East is better teams.
I think there's 3 teams that could win it all in the West, and
Yeah.
there's 1 team in the East that could win it all.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of looking at, if you take away Golden State, you take away San Antonio, you take away Cleveland, the East is significantly better. I don't know, guys.
Well, I mean,
the Clippers could still
if you
just
really
smoke anybody.
if you take records away, who would you rather have? Who do you think's a better team, the Rockets or the Magic?
Rockets.
Well, then the West is probably still a little bit more dangerous.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're not taking away looking at records.
If you take also away one of the Kardashians out of
They are terrible people.
James Harden's life, they would be.
They just
a little
ruin
bit.
people, dude.
They absolutely
Just
ruin
ruin
everybody.
people.
They ruin all of our society by being on TV.
Yes.
and then when they actually are personally involved with somebody, they ruin their lives.
Yeah, they're
Everyone should take notes.
you know what I'm pissed is
they're the devil. I'm pretty sure they're the devil.
The fact that Lamar Odom would even think about getting charged for a crime for what he did, like. I mean, Jerry, you're heading to Vegas soon. I mean, what the man did is industry standard for the state.
Very standard.
So it's like, I mean, like, why would they ever think about ever bringing charges against
how
them?
do you do that? I don't get it.
I mean, his only
You might
fault
as well
was he
bring
didn't have
charges to
more
every
women
person.
in there
Yeah.
with him. You know,
You might as well bring charges to every male that goes to Vegas.
Yes. Well, guys, let's go through the All-Star list a little bit now. Like, by next Thursday, they're going to announce on TNT the starters. So as we kind of look over it, guys, I mean, are you guys surprised at anything? I'm going to say the first thing that jumps out to my mind is Paul George is the second leading in the front court voting by a significant margin. That's got to feel good for Paul George.
It does, but
he's
having a
almost double
kick-ass
number
season.
3.
Yeah, I mean, who else would you?
I was going to say, look at else on the list. Who else would you want?
I mean, Carmelo lives in New York. Like, New York naturally should have had him more votes.
but Carmelo sucks dick hole.
Paul George is such a better player.
Oh, I'm not saying he's not, but I mean, look at
What a disappointing career
look at
Melo
Kobe
has
with
had.
double
say
LeBron's
disappointing.
votes.
I'm
I mean, it's-
disappointed. He's been on like 3 teams that have actually had winning records, and then like for a man that was at the time, like it was like who should we pick, LeBron or Melo? And then even for the first few years, it was like, oh, they're still making a fight of who's better. And now it's like, oh my god, like Melo doesn't even get to be in the discussion of like even close to LeBron status.
I mean, no, he's not in the LeBron status, but he's had a very good career. I mean,
He'd have a career if it wasn't his hype that got him so high. He was so.
I mean,
hyped
he won
to be
a
amazing.
national title, and he's had a good career, dude. I mean,
And he
It'd be a good career if
and
it
it's
wasn't.
not over. I mean, now you pair him with
No, it's over.
with 3-6 Lafayette.
Yeah,
I think they could be all right.
it's.
I think
over.
that yeah.
I think he's just gonna
like in 2 or 3 years. You don't think they can make a run?
Shit, no. In 2 or 3 years, he's just gonna get fatter and worse than he is.
I mean, LeBron. He's
The man's
LeBron's
the
age.
best-
He's older than LeBron.
He's
right?
older. He's 3 years older than
Yeah.
LeBron.
But he can just shoot. That's what
He
he
could,
does.
but he doesn't.
He's got the
If he would stand in the corner like Ray Allen and just stand there, he could knock down threes like nobody's
See,
business.
I see his game morphing more into like a
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce.
I like,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. You
Which
know, just kind
hopefully
of
it does.
fat and lazy, and
Well,
but
he'll have
makes
those
big
old man moves to get shots
yeah,
off.
Yeah, I think he'll have that for like 8 or 9 more years.
I just really don't think so, but
do.
I hope
I
so.
kind of do. I feel like I feel like his best years are ahead of us.
God. Mel, I hope this breeds life in you. I hope somehow this gets back to him. He's like, really? People believe that I can still... as he's shoving Twinkies in his mouth.
There's one guy in the
Just
morning
smoking
Hardwood who
blunts.
believes
Smoking
in me.
blunts. And he's like, really? Somebody thinks I'm going to be better later on?
I think
He's like, I hit my peak a long time ago.
I think his maturity is probably finally caught up with him. You know what I mean? And he knows that this is it, and he's got the game. I think he was always kind of immature, and now that I don't know, maybe I'm way off on him, but
Yeah, what's in that drink there?
I know. What is it? Is
Carmelo
there a roofie?
Kool-Aid. Yeah, Carmelo Kool-Aid.
A little roofie with mellow in it?
I don't know. Carmelo sent it to me.
Soon we're all going to take a sip and we're all going to be like, dude, Mello should be the #1 ballot. I don't know what he's not doing. Like,
First of all, I said this conversation started with me saying Paul George was a significantly better basketball player than Carmelo.
Must have been that sip.
I will say though, Mello, if you remember when that Olympic team dominated, Mello just chilling on the 3-point line was unstoppable. Because
He was the best player on that team.
He really was. But it was like, who the hell?
Where he played the best.
From like, and it was playing from like him just being the shooting guard, LeBron being like the point guard. It was like, how in the hell are you going to stop that? Like him just standing in the wing, ready to shoot a drain a three and he did. He was unreal. And I was like, why the hell doesn't he bring this game back? But it's because he was playing with all greats. So he's like, all right, well, how can I contribute? I'm a great shooter. I'll just stand in the outside and do what I do. Instead, now he's back in New York, and he's like, I'll dribble the ball up, and my fat ass will try to drive by myself.
He's never really had much help, so he kind of like had to.
Yeah, the Nuggets team, all he had was Billups. Billups on the downside of his career.
Didn't he have?
But
Andre
they did well.
Iguodala?
But they did well. I mean, they won a couple.
I feel like that was
they
in
won
the
a couple
trade.
playoff series.
I feel like Iguodala came over in the trade to
Yeah,
Denver.
I don't think they played
Did he?
together. Yeah,
I think he played with Iverson there for a little
he
bit
was
on
playing
the
with the
tail end of
76ers.
his career.
Though greats, like you could put anybody. I mean, if you're a true great, you're gonna make a team win. There's no like.
I'm not saying he's a true great.
He's just a.
He's in the East too. Like this is uncalled for.
It is. What the fuck?
It's
Fuck
really
this fat
uncalled.
ass.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're gonna take a break and then we're gonna get back with a little game. But before we get back to that, I'd like to give a big shout out to those using the Amazon banner. It finally appears people are using it. And you can use it too. So just go to rcrradio.com. There's an Amazon banner at the
You
top.
seen any of that money, Jerry?
No, I haven't seen any of it.
Coming in by the truckloads.
Truckloads.
Do you know who?
I've been waiting to. I've been starving, dude.
You are pretty skinny. You're looking skinny there. Me, on the other hand,
the
I've been
pants. They're skinny
stuffing
pants.
myself.
It's like the new style. It's like a warm-up skinny pants look.
That's a terrible.
They're nice.
Oh
aren't
man,
they?
those are nice.
Aren't they?
Good God.
Yeah.
It's like almost silk.
Yeah, you're not.
Did you get
kidding,
those
boy.
on Amazon?
I got these from Target.
Oh, Jared.
Maybe Walmart.
Well, guys, like I said, you can go to rcrradio.com, click on the Amazon banner at the top of the page. That's how you go to Amazon.com if you're going to buy something. Just start there. Doesn't cost you any money. Helps out the crew here at the Morning Hardwood and all the other podcasts we got going on. And guys, David Bowie died this week. So
It's a sad day.
So
He had a good run though.
So
He had a real good run.
none of you guys watching on YouTube will hear this, but those listening on the podcast, enjoy.
All right, we are back, and we are about to start our Jeopardy round. You excited, Todd, to get your taint handed to you?
I don't think Todd's won a contest yet.
I don't know. Some of the contests are very like just. It's very much an opinion of like, well, he wins, so I don't know how realistic these contests are.
I feel good about my chances today.
All right, so those of you guys listening,
Not that I always don't.
so for those of you guys listening, I've broken the Eastern and Western Conference up. All the players who got nominated, and they go by guards and front court. So basically, like Jeopardy, they're going to call Eastern guard for 200, and I'm going to have a player, and they're going to guess how many All-Star games they played in. And like Jeopardy, there's going to be a final question as well.
How long do we get? Like a few seconds?
No, I'm not going to let you. All right, so Jerry, you go first. Obviously, if you miss it, like
I was
Todd
gonna say
can't
we
jump.
don't have any buzzers.
No, so obviously, if Jerry, whatever you call here, you get a chance to answer. Now, if you get it wrong, it goes to Todd.
Got it.
If Todd gets it wrong, it's going to go to Todd.
But I get like 2
As soon as
seconds
you
to
miss
think
it.
about it.
Yeah, you can think about it. I'm not going to like, hey, you got to answer now.
I mean, because yeah, okay.
So it's not like I can spit the answer out.
Yeah. He can't. I'm going to give you some time. Cool. So we flipped the fart coin, and
what is that fart in here? Is that for when we get it wrong? You do the fart noise.
I guess I could.
You could. It's there. You might.
It's just I've used that.
You got
thing.
a fart noise maker. It makes no sense
kinda-
not to use it.
I know you guys. Maybe you guys can see it on YouTube. I've used that thing kind of like a flesh bot. So like I don't want to put my fingers in it. It's
pretty
again, that is pretty gross. My you can see the kind of girth I have to go in something like that. Not much length, but a lot of girth. All right,
Does
Jerry.
it feel good? Just out of curiosity, I bet it does.
It feels great.
I bet you put a little lube in there. That thing would be nice.
It feels better than the bowl of cereal I beat off to earlier today. That's the difference. I had a bag of Cocoa Puffs and some milk.
I don't really want to get
All
into
right,
it. Just
all
because
right.
I said
I got-
what doesn't mean I really want to get
I
into
thought
it.
it was what.
Thankfully, it's just
I mean-
Cocoa Puffs and it wasn't Captain Crunch
just
because that
saying.
would tear you up.
All right, Jerry. With that said, let's segue into the first round of Jeopardy.
Got it. All right. I'm going to choose guards for 100. East guards for 100s.
All right, the player is Derrick Rose. How many All-Star games has he been in?
5.
Wrong. It's on you, Todd.
All right. 3.
Has he actually played or has he been in?
He's been in 3. That is correct, Todd.
Boom.
So Todd's up.
I bet you he still voted really high on him. They just didn't let him play because he couldn't walk.
All right, so next category goes to Todd.
Good one, Todd.
I'll go West guards for 300.
Whoa, right off the bat? You
Right
got
off
to
the
play it.
bat.
You got to do like the
Right off
Jeopardy
the
guys.
bat.
You got to go
Western
from top to
guards.
bottom.
Right off the bat.
Western guard for 300 is Rajon Rondo.
You had to give me my man.
Yeah.
I'll go.
I was reading about that piece of shit the other day. And how they're starting to mesh, and I was like, fuck that guy.
I'll go 4.
Wow. Todd,
Got
2
it?
right off the bat.
Boom! Todd, what did you study this beforehand?
All right, since Jerry got to answer the first question, I'm going to give Todd the make it take it. So he's got one more chance to get this one.
Let's go.
All right, prison rules, I see.
Let's go West front for 300.
Western Front for 300. He's going for the big points here.
I know, Big Daddy, right off the bat. I'm not going to be able to catch up.
No, we got Dwight Howard. Could lose 300 here, though, Jerry.
That's big. I think so. I think he's going to lose it. But then I'm probably going to lose it as well, guessing.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to not guess?
6.
That is wrong.
Yes. You suck. You suck.
All right, Jerry. That you could lose 300, or you can pass on it.
5.
5. Wow, you guys really hate Dwight Howard. He has got 8 all-star
What?
games.
Wow.
So every single year he's been in the league?
Pretty
No,
much.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
What's he been in the league? 9 years?
I'd have to double check, but Dwight Howard's
He
been
was like significantly the best center.
defensive.
in the
He
league.
won 3 straight defensive
Yeah.
player of the year.
I think you forget how good he was.
yeah,
He
a lot of people do.
We do
Not
forget
me.
it.
He should have
Not
stayed
me.
in Orlando.
Yeah.
It all fell apart when he left
It
Orlando.
really did. He was a stud in Orlando.
He might make. He's probably going to make the All-Star game this year. So, guys, to recap, Jerry's at
America's
a
stupid.
negative 400, and Todd's at 100. So, not looking.
I like my chance.
Not looking too good. All right, Jerry, where are you going? Are you going to go?
I'm going to go guards for 300. East guards for 300.
East guard for 300. Let's go Jimmy Butler.
2.
That is wrong, Jerry.
Bless America.
1.
Bam. Back.
Poor bastard deserves to be more than 1.
He'll probably get it this year.
It will be this
definitely
year.
be this year.
Yeah. All right. So it's back on to Todd.
I guess we didn't.
And
start
Todd's got a
trying.
significant lead if he blows this.
Nah.
I'll go.
Nothing, dude.
I'll
Negative
go
700.
West guards for 100, please.
West guards for 100, and let's go Stephen Curry.
He had a feeling about it. He said he had a feeling about today.
He's feeling it.
He's feeling it. Guessed 2 right off the bat.
I'll go 2.
That is correct.
Oh my
Wow.
God. who was the even player? I didn't even hear it.
Steph Curry.
2 All-Star games, fourth best point guard. Does the math add up, Jerry?
No, it doesn't.
No,
it sure doesn't.
It's like the old jump conclusion, Matt.
Yeah.
Has conclusions that you jump to.
All right, so Todd's got one more, so let's see where... There's still a lot on the board, Jerry. You can still got a time to make a comeback.
I'd have to hit them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Is it my turn or is
No,
it
it's
Todd's?
Todd. Todd's
Yeah,
got
it's
one
mine.
more.
So I don't have time.
Let's finish out West guards 200.
It'll be. Oh no, never mind. James Harden. He's thinking, guys.
1?
You just hate ISIS, don't you?
No.
I'm gonna say 3.
Bam! Finally, you are getting some ground.
I was gonna say he made it at least one time in OKC.
Did he?
Yes.
I didn't know if he did. I couldn't. So would they start 3? They took 3 players from OKC one year? Wow.
That was big, Jerry. That was a 400-point swing right there. Him missing
thing.
that. All right, so you got.
So I'm at negative 500.
There is
and he's
3,
at,
4, 5, 6 spots open. So there's still a lot of game to play, Jerry.
I got to go east front court for 300, please.
East front for 3. Your man Kevin Love. How many All-Star games?
What is?
I'm just gonna go ahead and put negative 300.
He's on your team, man.
What is? I know. What is 6 All-Star games?
Oh wow, that is wrong. God,
Blast. Is it that wrong? Where I had to get that? Oh wow, you had to dig the knife in like that.
yeah.
It's that wrong.
Everyone
because
is now done.
Maybe I just overemphasized.
Honestly, that's
Everyone is now done.
I was debating. I was debating in between 6 and 5, and then you scared me with the oh wow.
No. It's his guy. It's his team.
He didn't make the All-Star game last year. So
I'll go.
that's my knowledge.
Yeah, way to give Todd a.
I'll go 5. I guess that was
Man, he should have just stayed quiet. He only had 3 guys.
3.
So both of you got negative 3.
3?
Since,
3?
Yep, only 3.
How?
That's why it's a 300-point question there, guys.
It's a big one.
A little strategy to the Jeopardy board.
There's a lot of time going into this.
Yeah, there was.
As well as the great song that you guys will hear on the rant.
Yeah.
Let's go West Front 100.
West Front 100 should be a layup. Kobe Bryant.
I mean, I can tell you what is above.
Like 19 or something? I don't know.
That is wrong. Jerry looks hard right now. Jerry looks like he's got it.
17.
15.
Fuck!
How did he not make the All-Star team every year he played?
Should have. Yeah, no kidding.
God, guys, you guys are both going to be in the negative. Like, I don't even know what you guys are at, but like,
Dude,
it's going to be.
I've hit like 4 of them though.
I know, but you've gotten some wrong. I got to take away points for when they're wrong.
Dude, you're asking me to put it on the number. You're not. I mean,
No, I
Jerry's
think
only
right.
got 1 right so far. Well, there's 4 left, Jerry. So let's keep
that
going.
one
Let's
right
keep
was
going.
a big one.
Yeah.
I'll go east front court for 200, please.
Joakim Noah.
What is 4?
What is wrong?
God.
I'll go 2.
2? That
Bang,
dumb
dude.
asshole.
Bang.
Dang.
I was listening to something about what they should do with him, like if they should trade him, like let him build up his kind of trade bait after a few months and then trade him right before the deadline. I think it'd probably be smart to do so.
I think so too.
He's not fitting into the team now, the team concept.
You can't get. Nobody wants to trade. All the teams
him?
are grouped up. That like nobody's like out of it.
Yeah.
So this is like the worst time to trade.
No. They're saying give him like 9 weeks and then trade him.
No, but I'm saying nobody wants to trade because they're all kind of in it. And like in the playoffs,
So why
unless you
wouldn't
want
you?
a West team that's out of it, like maybe Denver.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you want
Dallas
to
would
add,
trade for
add
him.
Joakim Noah?
Dallas would trade
I'm
for him
saying
for
like
sure. I would add
Bulls
that.
don't want to get rid of him.
No, the Bulls right now, but he's not fitting into the team concept. It's not like he's doing anything on them.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's
about
coming off the bench
nothing.
and he's sucks.
So is this thing over?
No, we got 3 left, and it's on.
No, it's
top.
not over. Only down
on
by
t-
like 700 points.
Let's go East Front 100.
I'm gonna add up.
Let's
our
go,
points right now.
LeBron James. Yeah, you're right. These are tough. Like I'm not gonna lie.
The 1.1s I feel like are harder than the 3-point.
I think they're all hard based on
They
like
are all
where
LeBron James, I'll go 11.
right on the number.
I was gonna say
Right on the
that was the
number.
only one that I knew. Sucks.
All right, we've got 2 left, Todd, and it's on you for one of these.
Guards 200 East.
Jeremy Lin.
I want to say this is a trick question, right?
I want to say the question or the response was Jeremy Lin.
Todd's got 200 points right now, and I
There's
have.
no way Jeremy Lin has ever been to an All-Star game. Right? I'll go 0.
Todd was not fooled by the trick question.
Yeah.
I have negative 900.
All right, Jerry, I'm gonna give you the
He
shot.
has 400. I have negative 900.
All right, I'm gonna make this.
Jeremy Lin?
This is the.
Did you really think that
Times
Jeremy
20.
Lin ever went to a freaking
I should have made that a one.
No, what
100
did you
one.
put? What did you wait?
He didn't make any. He didn't
no,
make any.
I would say no way.
Like, what'd you
It was a
talking
trick
about?
question.
No.
I tried not to look Todd in the eyes. He was like trying to like.
I was like,
He was trying to get the
If
information.
Jeremy
out of it.
Lin has made an All-Star game, I would walk out of this room.
I was
right
like,
now.
there's no way Jeremy Lin has ever made an All-Star game.
And that piece of shit, and it's only because he's Asian, is he is right now got some votes actually just above Derrick Rose and Isaiah Thomas, who deserves it way more.
Let me finish this out with West 200 since I'm crushing this competition.
All right. Well, it's actually on Jerry, and Jerry, it's
And
Blake. it's-
there's the daily times 20.
All right. I'll give you. All right. I'll let you get back to something.
Yeah, this game's over.
For Blake Griffin. Well, there's the final Jeopardy.
5.
For 900. Jerry got it.
Yes. Good one. So now I'm at 0.
There you go.
All right. I'll let you guys wager whatever the fuck you want. You know, just because for the sake of like, it's got to. So, guys, give me your wager for the final question, starting with you, Jerry.
I'll go $1.4 billion.
All right. All right. He's
It's
going
the lottery.
Powerball style.
The Powerball lottery.
All right, so he's wagering 1.4 billion. What are you going, Todd?
I mean, whatever you want, Jerry. 1.4 billion. It sounds good.
1.4 billion.
All right, so they're
So
both
if either
risking-
one of us wins the lottery,
We'll split it in half.
we have to split it in half.
All right, so I need you guys to write down your answers. So just use a piece of pen in front of you. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has the record for the most NBA All-Star selections at 19. Just write it on something, just so I can see that you wrote it. And so he's got the record at 19.
Got it. Come on.
He did not play in
Question.
19. He did not play in 19 games. How many All-Star games did Kareem actually play in?
Ooh, I know this. I do. I swear I do.
All right. Let me see you write it down, Todd, so I know. He's waiting for Jerry to write his answer.
I feel like it's a trick question.
I said he did not play in 19. So I gave you that. He made 19. He's got the record. How many did he actually play in? All right. Let's hand him over, Jerry.
You're fucked.
Yeah, I bet.
Pretty dramatic.
It's probably
There
like
was a
0.
documentary. Todd went with 15, and that is incorrect. For those looking on YouTube, that is a penis. That is a penis he drew. I think both contestants. Todd won just because they wagered the same amount.
I believe that's incorrect. Jerry.
No way. It's penis for sure.
The correct answer is 18, but like style points went to Jerry for sure. So guys, I think episode 36 is in the books. Won't be back for another couple weeks though, guys, unfortunately. But we look to get these out once a week to you eventually at some point this season. But guys, it's good seeing you, both of you.
It was good. It was a good
it's
show.
good to have all 3 members of the Morning Hardwood do the fucking podcast together.
I'm excited. The season's going to go on. Well, this was kind of last year. We
just
did
starting.
it every other week. Exactly. For us, it's just starting.
The fun doesn't start till after the All-Star game.
Most people are
Exactly.
really just starting to tune in.
Correct. Actually, they're still not because
Yeah.
the NFL's still
Football,
going
yeah.
on. Yeah.
Now that college football's over, we got one more hurdle to cross, and then
Some big games this week. Thursday. Tune in, everybody. Thursday, the Cavaliers play San Antonio.
at San Antonio. 22-0 at home.
Yeah.
Well, guys, for those watching on YouTube, we'll see you next time. For those listening on rcrradio.com, enjoy a little David Bowie again. Maybe not.
Oh, come on, David.
I can't find it. I can't find it.
Is that
We
caught?